Welcome to Boyd Hill Nature Preserve, a 245-acre wonderland of rich hiking trails, 6 miles of them, and we're looking to add, undisturbed habitat, and flora and fauna that reminds us of how fortunate we are to live where the wild things are, obviously. This city preserve is truly one of St. Petersburg's most precious assets. Tucked away along St. Pete's southern shore, it graciously invites visitors into the lush Lake Magori ecosystem and surrounding hardwood hammock, providing an enviable intimacy with nature that's hard to find in the middle of a bustling city just minutes from downtown. But we have it here. In case it's not completely clear, my family and I love Boyd Hill Nature Preserve. As a deputy mayor, committed to helping our city find ways to live healthfully, I love that we have this perfect place to play the Florida way. As a mom who introduced my children before they were even able to walk to the beauty of more than 55 different species of butterflies that float across these trails. As an advocate for our environment, like many of you, who understands the difference environmental education makes in the consciousness of our community's children and all our citizens. As a neighbor who often touts the preserve as a Southside point of pride, and perhaps most proudly as a lifelong resident who learned to first love nature right here in this protected place. I love Boyd Hill. And I'm grateful and proud of those stewards who came before us to ensure its preservation. Every day, our city's wonderful team of servant leaders, educators, scientists, and friends work to protect and advance our preserve. Today, we amplify that service with an important announcement that illustrates our mayor's and our administration's commitment to this community, our environment, this preserve, and the partnership that propels it forward. So please join me in welcoming Mayor Rick Kriseman, who will share today's exciting news. Mayor?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Tomlin. Thank you all for being here today. And thank you to all those who have fought for so long and so hard to preserve Boyd Hill. Many of those people are standing with me today. Dave McGuire and the Friends of Boyd Hill, our pint-sized buzzsaw, Lorraine Margison, and Lorraine deserves a ton of credit for pushing for this very solution for so long. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you. Judy Ellis and the residents of Lakewood Estates Civic Association. Thank you, Judy. Sherry McBee, Mike Jeffries, Bob Stallbird, and our team here at Boyd Hill, and all those involved with the Birds of Prey. We have great Parks and Rec staff, and especially here at Boyd Hill. Thanks to the Suncoast Sierra Club and all our friends in the environmental community and to City Council, especially Steve Cornell. Steve will make some remarks in a few moments, but I want to thank them for their commitment to our natural environment. Today, the sun is shining brightly because today is about preservation, protection, and now expansion. Today, I am proud to announce that the City of St. Petersburg's offer to the St. Petersburg Country Club to purchase nearly 35 acres adjacent to Boyd Hill for $1.1 million from Wiki Wachi funds has been accepted. This is a unique opportunity. In purchasing 35 acres adjacent to this preserve, we protect not just Boyd Hill and the wildlife that call it home, but we protect the Lakewood Estates Civic Association, and we accommodate the country club and its many golfers who also love this preserve. And in fact, the area we intend to purchase has been called a critical buffer zone. It's an ecosystem of its own, where threatened species can be found, including the gopher tortoise. Now, what we do not intend to do is move at the speed of a gopher tortoise to get this done. And that's why Councilmember Cornell has begun the process to move this along on the council side. And I'm going to ask Councilmember Cornell to make some comments.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I couldn't be more excited. Boyd Hill is a special place. Boyd Hill is the Central Park of St. Petersburg, and we're expanding it in the most built-out county. Thank you to the mayor. It's a great partnership. It's great to the whole city organization, all our departments. One in particular, our Parks and Recreation Department, of course, is amazing and wonderful and does a great job. They're fairly visible, so I think everybody knows that. There's somebody that I want to mention that I don't think gets mentioned enough, Bruce Grimes, our real estate guy. Because when they came back and told me what the numbers were on this deal, it's quite impressive. You have really good staff. So thank you to Bruce Grimes and his staff for all the work they did on this. I remember a time where we had yard signs going up all over and people entrenching for war. And we can put the yard signs down. The war is averted. We can do this, and call us anytime. That's what this administration's about. That's what City Council's about. You can call us. We'll look for solutions. Thank you to Mike Kiernan from the Country Club. They were a phenomenal partner, and there were times when it was heated, but Mike was always calm and steady, and we got it done, and I'm excited, and I know City Council is excited about this, and we'll be looking forward to having this discussion. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Council Member. In closing, I want to thank Mike Kiernan with the Country Club for working closely with us to make this happen. This is a really big deal. And the Country Club is really important to this community. I want to make that very clear. The Country Club is a really important part of this community. It's been here for nearly 100 years, and we want it here for another 100 years. And so we look forward to doing what we can to ensure its success. We want to thank you all for being here today to celebrate this announcement with us. This is truly why the sun shines so brightly on us here in St. Petersburg. Thank you very much.